Small little crystals of uric acid there. when I switch over to dark field, you'll see them be illuminated a little bit more. It's really normal to see uric acid. It's just if your uric acid spends a long time in the body, then it'll tend to, because of gravity, it'll tend to collect in the feet and toes and things like that. So it's not abnormal to see uric acid, but this one is a little different. This one is not uric acid. This one is cholesterol based. You can see how it has that 90-degree angles.
Okay.
Cholesterol crystals fracture at 90 degrees. And again, I don't specifically delve into cholesterol that much because I can't distinguish between the good and the bad. I just see them both. So this is why this test doesn't replace, let's say, a traditional blood test. It augments it with the areas like the plasma that can't be seen. Because plasma is discarded in a traditional blood test. Plasma allows us to take a look at the weird and wonderful. Because bacteria, parasites, fungal forms, all those things exist in the plasma, which are typically discarded in a routine blood test. Well, so far, Darren, this is pretty boring. Okay. So right off the bat, what do we see? We see that the cells are nice and round. We see one right here that's a little smaller than normal, which is usually indicated with what's just called a microcytic cell, which is usually indicated that your iron could come up a little bit more.
Right.
You don't necessarily give iron to men. You just tell them to get a little bit more in their diet.
Because every time I go to the doctor, they always say I'm low iron. But when you talk to Dr. Young part about that, they said, well, hemi-iron isn't a good, or ferritin isn't a good marker for...
No, it's not.
Is that?
It's not, and that's why we're going to take a really good look and check size. We're going to check color of the cells and just really see. Now, there does seem to be a little bit of fungus there. I can see these fungal forms in the background. I can see it here and here.
Yeah.
These are tiny little bit of fungal forms that are in the background. I mean, this looks pretty good. These are 3 white blood cells. We've got neutrophil, basophil. They look all good.
And what are they in there, just cleaning stuff up?
Yep. Here's a little bigger chunk of yeast or fungus. This is called a protoplast. And it's kind of a collage of yeast. There can be some bacteria in there. Sometimes we can even see, this particular piece doesn't have it, but sometimes you can see a little bit of heavy metals.